Hello there, welcome back to the Historian's Vanity. Today I'm going to be showing you how I did this glittery green eye look, starting with a base of the Makeup Revolution cut crease canvas here. I'm just patting that onto my eyes, blending it out with my finger, putting on some of that on my lower lash line as well, because I will be doing quite a blown out, big, smoky, kind of ridiculous looking eye makeup today. I'm going to go into the Tribe palette by Juvia's Place. I'm going to start with the matte dark green shade called San down here in the bottom corner. I'll be using these two shades mostly today. I'm going to start with the dark green and just start building that up into my crease. Basically, I'm just going to be using this as the base to put a whole crap ton of shimmer and glitter on. But I just start putting this into my crease and then just expand from there, basically. I am using a Morphe 506 brush for this. That is my favorite brush on my eye shape right about now. I'm always constantly learning more about brushes and learning what I like to use, but for most of my mattes, for most matte eyeshadow work, I am using this Morphe 506 brush these days. So I'm just blending that up from the crease, really sort of putting that color everywhere, really, and then just trying to get a gradient, of course, darkest in the crease, and then out from there. I'm going to put this on my lower lash line as well and just blend that out. Not being particularly careful about this kind of thing. I really do want it to be quite large and blown out. Sorry if you can hear my computer running in the background here. I am watching the video as I do this voiceover, of course, and so we can hear machines running in the background. Sorry about that. I'm just really packing on more of that color here, trying to get my crease to be dark, but still maintain a blend. Of course, I'm not a expert on eyeshadow. I just like playing with it. That's why this is not a. I'm not a makeup artist. I am a seamstress mostly, so I'm better at sewing than I am at makeup. But here we are. I'm going to go into the Just My Luck palette from Colourpop and use the lightest green shade in here just to blend out my edges of this shade from Juvia's Place. You can get that quite sheer and light, that dark green color. As we can see, this isn't doing very much difference, but I just felt like this lighter shade helped me with the blend on the very edges of that dark green shade. Then I will go back into the Tribe palette, take a little bit more of the darkest green there and just really try and darken up the areas that I feel still need it. Really packing that onto the outer sort of V area of my eye, as the beauty gurus say. Now I'm going into the shimmer shade in here called Cuba, which is a shade I kind of slept on in this palette. I bought this palette for the bright greens, but this shade is actually super sparkly and has an almost dark purple shift to it. It's almost a duochrome, and it's really glittery, so I'm just going to go ahead and put this all over my lid with my finger for maximum impact. I didn't put any other primer down or anything, but I am going in with my finger as opposed to a brush, just because, let's face it, shimmers apply best with the finger, and if you're doing a blown out kind of not very precise eye look like this, I don't see a reason why not to use your finger, unless you're like super anti-finger application, but whatever. I'm not. I used to only apply eyeshadow with my fingers. I'm loving this color here. So I'm just putting this on both my eyes, all over the lid here, and I'm just going to let that blend up into the crease and transfer with my hooded eyes and all that stuff. I don't care. I basically just wanted this shade everywhere, and I just put down that dark green matte as a base for it, basically. So just tapping that onto my eye everywhere. I want it sort of just pressing this shade onto itself and all over my lid here. And I really do just love this shade. Wow, so fun. What? Amazing. Need to use that more often. I'm going to go in with a product that is, unfortunately, I believe discontinued, but they do have the powder version of this still. This is the Moon Dust eyeshadow from Urban Decay. This is the liquid version, which I don't think is available anymore, but the powder shadow of this is still available, the compact version, I think. So you can still get this stuff. I'm not sure if it works as well as this liquid one does, but this is the shade Zodiac. It's just almost the exact same shade, like color-wise, as that eyeshadow from Juvia's. It's just glitterier. So I'm just tapping that over the center of my eye here, just to have an even bigger glitter impact. But I would say the color is nearly identical to that eyeshadow. And then, of course, because it's a cream liquidy product, I am fanning myself to dry here. I'm going to take a Colourpop single shadow here to highlight my inner corner. This is the shade 3, I believe, from Colourpop. I will put it on the screen here as well, because I'm not positive off the top of my head now that I think of it. But it is a white sheer topper sort of shade, really good for inner corner work like this, or as a highlighter that has a green shift to it. So I'm just going to pop that This is a Morphe 124 brush into my inner corner area and along my lower, like the first third of my lower lash line as well. And then I do end up tapping some of this on over my highlighter on my cheekbones and my nose and stuff too, just because I like a green highlight. Oh, and up here on the brow bone, obviously. So I'm just tapping some of that on the tip of my nose and then up into my cheekbones too, just to tie in the green of the eyes with the rest of my face kind of. I don't mind having a colorful highlighter. You know, I knew I was going to look like a space bug this day anyway. Might as well highlight the rest of me with this strange color from Colourpop here. Now I'm going to go into the Morphe 25L palette because I can't just use, you know, 3 or 4 palettes. I have to use as many as possible for each eye look here. But I'm going to go into the dark purple matte shade in here. I'm sorry, I'm not exactly sure if I didn't write down the name of the eyeshadows here. So I'm just using the dark purple matte in here. You could use any dark purple matte to do a similar look like this. And I'm just taking a Morphe 508 brush, which is a very like short bristled little smudgy brush, and putting that right here down on my lower lash line. I really thought because the shade on my lid had that sort of almost, you know, dusty dark purple shift to it that I would lean into that purple and use it as my little accent color here for this look. So I'm just smudging this along my lower lash line, fading it as I get towards my inner corner, and then kind of widening that next to my outer V area. And again, I'm putting a little bit of that on my top lash line as well, almost like eyeliner on the very outer edge. I really think adding this different color, this purple here, really added a certain depth to the look, so that's nice. Then I went into the dark purple shimmer in here. Again, sorry, I don't have the name in front of me. I'll put it on the screen. And I will tap that just on the very outer part of my top lid here, just again to tie in that purple a little bit more and create more of a little bit, like really add to that duochrome shift I think I'm already getting a bit with that Cuba color from Juvia's. So I'm just kind of enhancing the shift that seems to be there. Again, just using my finger for this. And we're done with that palette now. Now I'm going to go with the NYX Faux White eyeliners. I'll put the color on the screen again because I'm not sure what this one's called either. I'm so prepared today, honestly. But it's like the light minty green color, sort of a light teal. I'm just going to put that in my waterline here. Then I'm going to use this strange product from a company called Beauty Bar Baby that I saw on Instagram. These are multi-chrome, like iridescent flaky glitter stuff. It's more like mica, like straight up like the rock or the mineral, I suppose, because it's not actually a plastic-based glitter. They are eye safe, unlike glitter usually are, but they are very multi-chrome, these strange flaky, so I just had to try them. I got 2 shades. This is the one called Delphinius, I believe, and I'm putting a little bit of NYX glitter primer down in my inner corner area and sort of on my lower lash line a little bit here. And I'm going to tap these flakies on over this. They are really super lightweight. It's almost like, if you've ever seen like the stuff they wrap flowers in, or like they wrap gift baskets, things like this, like Mylar kind of transparent, iridescent plastic. It looks like that, but it's not plastic, which is really nice. It's really very soft, very comfortable to wear, comfortable to remove, unlike glitter, which can be like, you know, scratchy. And I'm just going to take a different little, these are little e.l.f. concealer brushes, by the way. I'm just going to dip into the flakies and pick some up on the bottom of the brush and then just tap them onto that glitter glue, glitter primer. And like, are these kind of messy? Yes. Are they super beautiful? Yes. I would love to play with more shades of this. They do seem to sell out quite quickly, like all indie brands are hard. They have trouble keeping stuff in stock. But these are super, super cool. And I'm very glad that I gave them a try, even if they are a bit messy to contend with here. Just tapping that on over the glitter glue. The more like saturated, I guess, the more you tap on here, the bigger of an area you cover with it, the more of that multi-chrome you get. Because this area is quite curved, you can see both the purple and the green here, which are the 2 main shades of this particular color of flaky. But they are super fun, and I'm excited to play with them more and possibly invest in some more colors in the future because it's a very unique, strange product for sure. So these are, again, from Beauty Bar Baby, which I found on Instagram. Just, I was, you know, looking at different eye looks from different makeup artists I follow, and someone had used this and I was like, what is that? But you can kind of get under here. I'll turn down my ring light so you can see the shift more, but what that looks like. It really does look like beetle wings or butterfly scales. It's kind of crazy how Multichrome it is. And I haven't played with Multichrome eyeshadows yet because I haven't been able to invest in any, but these just, I fell for them one day and I had to try it. I'm going to use this NYX liquid eyeliner in the purple shade. I'm just going to use that as a purple mascara because I do not currently have a purple mascara, but this will do in a pinch. But I'm just using that on my lower lashes here to cover them and make them purple. Then I'm going to go in with the black NYX matte eyeliner and just draw a little line over my eye. I'm not going to do a wing or anything like that. This is just going to be a base for my faux eyelashes, basically. Helps hide the band if you have some eyeliner on. So I'm just going to draw a little line with that. And again, fan to dry here, you know. If the fan's available, might as well use it. Then I'm going to take a little bit of the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liner in the shade Distortion, my favorite shade, which is very similar to the flaky color here, and just put that on my lower lash line here, just where tying the glitter, like tying the eyeshadow into the flakes with that glitter. And then I am just going to go over the very center of my eye again up here. Even though I already have that Zodiac liquid shadow tapped on, why not add more glitter is the moral of this look. So I put on some of this Distortion liner there as well. And time to dry again. And I'm going to go in with my Urban Decay Perversion mascara as well on the top lashes here. And then I will go in with Ardell 113 eyelashes. I have trimmed these a little bit, but I'll just pop on some false eyelashes, I say, as if it's easy for me. It's like I have a 50% success rate. Sometimes I can get them on, sometimes I cannot. Oh, I changed the light behind us to purple as well because, you know, purple and green. We were going with purple and green here. So here I am doing my funny dance to try and get eyelashes on my eyes. Always a fun time. I am no eyelash expert, that's for sure. Now we're gonna need some lipstick. We could go, you know, the obvious route here and do a nude. This is Third Eye by Colourpop because the eyes are super bold, but why not go bold on bold? If you already look like a beetle, villain, witch, sea creature, you might as well just keep going with it and go full Ursula and go with the red. So I'm going to put on this shade, which I believe is called Evil Queen from the Colourpop Villains collection, and this is the final look. It's bold on lip, bold on eye, but, you know, I was feeling bold this day. I wasn't going anywhere. I was just sewing this day in my sewing room, but I had a lot of fun with the makeup. And I can't wait to play with that Kuba shade from the Tribe palette more now that I have discovered how much I like it. Shall I put some earrings on? Probably. There we go, now we're done. Thank you all for watching today, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.